Again, welcome my dear friends. In this part 5 video, and another important chapter of research, especially the basic research, that is what we learned and what we get from our studies should be documented in the chapter 5. That is nothing but we have to summarize what we get from our analysis and report, and from the report what kind of findings we have to finalize for our research, and what recommendations to be given to the related field of research, and what kind of further suggestions as a researcher we will forward to the next researchers. So in this way, this chapter makes another important role in the MEd dissertation. Let us discuss some of the important key areas in this video. First one is important findings of this study. As usual, we have to highlight the significant findings and outcomes that emerged from our research. We have to present the important key data in our findings. Why? Because after all studies we conducted with various subject and variables and various hypotheses, we have to justify it with some of general ideas. That is nothing but findings. After getting a proper output result of the statistical analysis, we try to justify it with some findings, because I already mentioned that this will represent the output of the result. So in that way, the findings are an important component to be present in the chapter 4. Then another important concept is recommendations. So though we work hard to get so many inputs from our research, when it will be useful means if we have to suggest our research facts with others, then only it will be useful for the future coming researchers. So in that, the recommendation part is also mentioned in the part 4 chapter. It provides practical suggestions based on the findings, what actually present and what we try to find. Either it is a match or not, either it is give a positive impact or not. All these things may happen with the help of recommendations. This could be the recommendations for the coming educators or policy makers or any other stakeholders. So they may be utilize our research findings and they try to create something new for their own research. In that way, this part is a very important thing to be present in the chapter 4. And next, very important thing is suggestions. As a researcher, we find certain things with our own data, our own analysis and our own reviews and our own methodologies. So with that result, we find certain reports. With the help of the report, we as a researcher try to give some kind of tips to the future researchers. It is nothing but further suggestions. So the identify areas where further research is needed based on the limitations or new questions that have arisen from your study. So when we conduct a research, lot of doubts, lot of questions arise in our mind. Suppose if we are not able to find the solution for that questions because of our limitation of the study, then we have to give it as a suggestions. So I have done this much, and if a future researchers may follow in this way, in such a way, this is a good social impact to give a good suggestion to the future researchers. And in the finally, we have to give as usual a sum of overall evaluation, summaries and further researches in the dissertation to retain its significance in contributing to the field of education. That is very, very important. After all these kinds of research, as a researcher, one thing we always remember that all our research findings should lead to create a new educational situations to the society. That is the important point. It emphasizes the main key ways and contributions for social development. That is called, it is a social science research. So with this, I want to conclude this unit with some of the impacts of how we have to mention our findings and what are the suggestions as a researcher we have to give for our studies, and what kind of recommendations to be given to the future researchers is discussed in this video. And in the next video I want to discuss with another important title. Until then, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you.